Hello and warm greetings. Time to present you the English news. The U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has arrived in Kabul city earlier today in an unannounced visit. Sources in Afghan government have confirmed that Mr. Pompeo is in Kabul and will hold talks with the President Mohammad Ashraf Ghani and other government officials. This is the first time Mr. Pompeo is visiting Kabul since assuming the charge of the State Department. His visit to Kabul comes amid recent developments on political levels, specifically regarding the growing efforts to resume peace talks with the Taliban group. An international conference of the religious scholars will kick off in Saudi Arabia from Tuesday. Afghanistan High Peace Council officials are saying that religious scholars from 37 countries have said that they will participate in the conference. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation have reportedly declared all armed groups as terrorists and urged the Taliban group to recognize the Afghan government and participate in political process through peaceful negotiations. Pakistan's Daily Times newspaper reports that it has seen the invitation letters sent to scholars in Pakistan and Afghanistan in which all armed groups in Afghanistan have been declared terrorists. The source for the added that the letter is signed by Yusuf al-Uthaymin, OIC Secretary General and a former Saudi cabinet minister. The invitation says that the main purpose of the conference is to reject the erroneous interpretation of Islamic views by terrorist groups operating in Afghanistan. At least 11 people, including a local commander of the Taliban group and civilians, were killed or wounded in two separate explosions in the surrounding Rahor province of Afghanistan. The provincial government media office in a statement said an explosion took place in Khogani district around 9 a.m. local time, leaving 2 people dead, including the commander of the Taliban group and a civilian. The statement further added that the Taliban commander killed in the explosion has been identified as Zabit Khan, who is also famous as Zarqawi. The civilian killed in the explosion has been identified as Hewan, the provincial government added in its statement. In the meantime, an explosion ripped through a gathering of people in a picnic area in Chaparhar district, leaving at least 9 civilians wounded. And the death toll from record rainfall and mudslides in western Japan surpassed 100 on Monday as communities struggled to deal with the storm's aftermath. The extreme rainfall that Japan's meteorological agency called HISTRIC began Thursday and continued to pummel the region through Sunday. The meteorological agency issued emergency warnings for rising rivers, strong winds and lightning strikes. At least 116 people have died from the storm, officials said. As many are still missing. The ensuing mudslides destroyed homes and displaced tens of thousands of people. Japan Times reported. The flood waters are gradually receding. Rescue operations continue Monday as authorities warn of more mudslides. Thank you. That was a brief. Have a good night.